Welcome, everybody. Welcome. My name is Juan Vides, and the purpose is we're here to simply get to know each other. I'm the founder of Winning on Wednesday, and Winning on Wednesday is a platform that meets every Wednesday at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And the purpose, as I mentioned before, is to get to know each other. I always say people do business who they know, like, and trust. Guest today, Kevin Vaughan. Kevin, how are you?
Oh, fired up today, Juan. Thank you so much for having me. So, how you doing today, sir?
Very good, very good. Can you quickly introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Juan, one thing I like to do, man, is give my signature move because we got so many great people out there listening and great people on the planet that we serve and help as well. I want to give you my signature move real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Bam! Welcome to the future, folks. Welcome to the future. I had to put my shades on because your future, Juan, their future out there is so bright. It's so bright. But
Love
guess
it.
what? You're going to need a little help. And we're just excited about you guys being with us today. So I'm excited about the journey. I'm excited about life. And we thank God for each and every one of you listening. Thank you so much, Juan.
Thank you, thank you,
I'm going to
thank you
take
so
off
much.
now so I
It's
can
it's
see.
okay, yeah, it's okay. But thank you for sharing that. That was fun, and I'm excited about it. So take us way back. Take us where it all got started. Where were you born, and where were you raised, and tell us about your experience there.
Amen. Thank you so much. Hey, Juan, I was actually born in Hosky, North Carolina. That's east of North Carolina, if you will. My beautiful mom and dad, of course, who passed on, but I was born in North Carolina, and then right after, I think it was about a year, and my mom and dad moved to New York, upstate New York. So a
Oh,
place called Poughkeepsie, New York, right up
nice.
on the Hudson
Yep,
River.
yep.
Beautiful. Yeah, yeah, beautiful area, man, on the Hudson River there, and was raised there, of course, school and of course all the way up to high school as well. So I had a tremendous time in love North Carolina. We always went back, Juan, to see my grandparents were both in North Carolina. So we always go back during the summer to see them on both my mom and dad's side. Had a tremendous, always enjoyed doing that and seeing them and seeing our cousins, and aunties and all the above every summer. Incredible time. Sometimes they would come see us either for Christmas or for Thanksgiving, things like that as well. So I had a tremendous time growing up in upstate New York and had a great time here.
When you were, did you have any role models or anybody that inspired you?
Yeah, man, I tell you, probably I had, I guess back in the day was our church. Our church really everybody there, and of course in Poughkeepsie too. I think we had like 30,000 people, I think at the time, Juan. So everybody knew everybody. So I could be across town playing basketball or at the center, the rec center, and if I did something wrong, man, my mama heard about it, before I even got home.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I would say our community, our churches, the church community, if you will, because we kind of knew everybody. You used to go over your
Right.
friend's house and things like that. Just an exciting time, man, growing
Was
up.
with community, a lot of community building.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
tell us about your what did you go to school for? What was your
Yeah,
like?
yeah. I went to high school in Poughkeepsie, New York.
Okay.
Graduated, and then went to Savannah State College, and which is now Savannah State University in Savannah, Georgia. And one, I took up. Thank God, I took up the engineering school there as well. But before that, actually, I actually got a basketball scholarship from high school to college. That was an awakening for me as well, but a
Wow.
great experience, Juan. So I thought that was pretty cool. So my first year, I got a basketball scholarship. And I thought, how you think you're pretty good in high school, but then you go to college, you find out, oh man, there's some guys better than me. So I had that journey, but I graduated from Savannah State University with their engineering degree.
Oh man, I didn't know you play ball. So that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it was
good.
pretty
Yeah.
cool, man. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, man.
What position were you, by the way?
Actually, I was a forward, power forward.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun, man. And but it's amazing when you're playing against 6'9" and
Mm,
7 footers in college, man. That's awakening.
exactly, exactly. So what? Tell us about your first job and your experience and take us that journey to what you're doing now.
Oh, thank you so much. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna go back to Poughkeepsie. Did a lot of jobs, growing up in high school. While we were raking leaves, man, because it snowed, and the fall, summer, and all that. So I was raking leaves, shoveling snow, man, making money. Oh, my wonderful uncle, man. My uncle had a gas station, Juan. I worked at his gas station, man, learned about cars and how to change tires and oil, and it was
Wow.
crazy, man, when I look at that. So my uncle hired me and let me make a few dollars there, but it was right down the street, really wasn't but about a block or less from my house. So I was able to work with him. So transitioning into college level, my first job was in Tucson, Arizona with my family. So I took my beautiful wife, actually had just my wife and I, and we got married before we really left, but we moved to Tucson, Arizona. And my first job, Juan, at an engineering school was to work with Hughes Aircraft, which build missiles, man, for the military. So
Oh, wow.
it was a wonderful experience, man. So I was able to build missiles, work with the Navy and the Air Force and the Army there in that area of building missiles for our wonderful nation's defense. It's incredible, man. It was
Wow. That's wow. That's a tremendous journey.
yeah, I
Um,
love great time.
yeah. And so at this point, I'd like to leave the golden nugget moment. It's any piece of information that you'd like to leave behind, that something that could be better their careers or be a better entrepreneur. Anything that you've learned that you
Yeah,
would like to share. Can you give
yeah,
us some examples?
yeah. You absolutely want. You know, probably the best one, even the one I'm working on even today, is work on you. Juan, I'm working on me every day, man. I've got a mentor that helped me understand, hey, work on you. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about mom and them and papa and them and blaming everybody on the planet. Work on a better Kevin Vaughan. So that's the first one there, Juan. And of course, the next thing is having God in your life, man. You gotta have a relationship with the Almighty Creator. Now, I know everybody doesn't believe in that. That's okay. But I'm going to say somebody created all this wonderful earth. Somebody created all this wonderful universe. It just didn't happen. So those two things, Juan, is basically, know God, know for yourself, and work on you each and every day to get better and better
Yeah.
what you
I
do.
You got to have faith. You have to have faith, as they say. You have to have faith,
Yeah, but
and also you have to work on yourself 100%.
yeah,
Like they have that expression with when you're in a plane or in a boat, you have to put the oxygen mask on
yeah,
first before you
yeah,
save before you put it
right,
on somebody else. Same with the lifeboat, you put the vest on yourself first
yeah,
before you put it on somebody else. So it's the same concept. You want to take care of yourself first. So I
yeah,
wholly agree with that. And 100%, you definitely have to have some faith. And as I've gotten older, I've gotten more faithful, and you have to believe in things, and believe in things in the universe, because we're all connected. We're all made out of energy. We're all
absolutely.
connected. So somehow we have to have some kind of faith in somehow.
Yeah,
So,
buddy. Yeah.
but absolutely.
Well,
And I want to talk about now the spheres of influence. Do you belong to any networking groups or any communities or anything that you belong to?
yeah, over the years, we've got man a tremendous network of people. Back before COVID, why we were visiting everybody, right? We were going to
Hmm.
all kind of conventions, man, and networking events at the hotels, at the conventions in Orlando, California, Arizona,
Yeah,
wherever we
yeah, yeah.
find, right?
In
Yeah,
person, yeah.
yeah, love it. Yeah, so tremendously over the years. So, a lot of organizations, obviously, but the networking was the key, is to just be engaged with people. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, ladies and gentlemen. So we had a lot, and even today it's picking back up now as well. So there's a lot of networking events that were related to business, related to family, individuals as well. So one for sure is the WOW, no doubt about that. I got to shout out WOW, without a doubt, guys. It's incredible. And of course, social media probably helped us a lot too, Juan, as you know,
Right,
social media platforms. And I won't mention all of those. I'm on at least 10 of them right now. So uh,
wow,
as well. And of course, our other local events, we got local entrepreneurs all around the country that we're a part of as well. But the local areas of Juan are mainly just the networking events. Specifically, the Black Achievers is one I think about just recently. We've got local networking events as well, just for business owners as well,
right.
entrepreneurs networking as well. Yeah,
And I think we have an upcoming event coming up soon too as well, an upcoming event as well that you
yeah,
were promoting it. Yeah, so that's
yeah,
really you do a lot. You do a lot.
yeah.
Um, no, thank you so much for sharing that. And the other tell us about your services, what you offer. Uh,
Yeah, Juan, one thing I got excited about is that with my engineering degree over the years, I learned a lot of quality tips, if you will, and quality concepts, if you will, over the years. So I'm actually certified in quality engineering, quality control, and quality assurance. And I'm saying, hey, wait a minute, I can turn this into a business model, as well. So one of the biggest areas, Juan, that I'm excited about for entrepreneurs and business owners is planning. We got a plan, guys. Now, I know you have a great idea, but you got to have a plan. And the example I use, Juan, real quickly, if you and I, Juan, we already got our budget, we got the money, we're getting ready to build the best 7-star hotel on the planet, 7-star hotel in our location. And guess what? We got to have a plan. We got to have a plan, folks. So that's what's one of the areas I'm excited about, Juan, is that we have to help our people in planning. So guys, when you have a good idea, invention, whatever, good thought, a business, you have to have a plan. And guess what, Juan? They got to put it on paper. They got to write it down. So planning is one of the biggest things, is the tip today. Get that plan. Talk to Juan and I about your plan, and then that'll push you forward to getting your goals.
And speaking of planning, I love the way you have your setup right there, where you mentioned all your services. So I don't know, do you want to quickly just describe the services on the background that you have right here? That, you know?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, you gotta be out there on the network. I mentioned earlier with Juan, as we interviewed him earlier, is that 5.6 billion people are on the internet right now doing something. So that means you got to get out there. So our first service, Juan, is internet radio or podcast, right? So we have a podcast system where we can bring Juan on and talk about what he does for a few minutes there as well. Streaming services, we all know about streaming services as well. That's important. And Juan, what was exciting here is that this area, some people just want to come on and talk, right? That's all they want to do. They don't want to do any background. They want to set up the Zoom. They don't want to do all that or set up their StreamYard. I do that. I do the background area. If you want to do a conference or a webinar or a seminar, I do all the setup for you. And all you do is come on and talk and let the people in, that type of thing. So that's one of the areas, podcast and streaming services. The next area is home and office business consulting. Matter of fact, Juan, my first business in Atlanta was computer services, like you, man. I offered computer services. I said, wait, people don't know about computers. They don't know how to set it up. They don't know what to buy. We was helping people buy their computer, laptop, desktop, doing repairs, cleaning up their files, all the above. So office and home business consulting. And Juan, if the new business owner is getting started, we help them with that service. Next is health and wellness. You got to be healthy, right, Juan? We got to be healthy. So we have people that come on and talk about. Now, I'm not certified in that area, but I bring in other people, Juan, who are certified.
We're experts.
Yeah. Talk about that. Amen. And then next is business and home technology consulting. We just talked about that. And then, of course, our youth. Juan, we got to give back to our young people.
Yes.
So we do a lot of mentoring of our young women and men, and we help them out in their careers. And even if they have an idea or business, we help set them up in that area as well. Yeah, pretty cool.
I got to tell you something. My ultimate goal is to create, work with, and it's going to happen. We're in working with Brooklyn College, and we're in talks with other college and academias out there to basically develop a curriculum of networking. I believe it's really important to be out there for especially the young generation to understand how networking is, because they don't teach you that in high school or college.
Right.
They and I know that a lot of business professionals, I work with a lot of attorneys and other business professionals that for them, it's just they don't know how to network.
Right.
And we were talking about this earlier about carelessness, but it just people don't realize what they do, but because they're not trained, they're not conditioned, they're not into the fight. So let's be talking about that another time. But well, wow, this has been so wonderful, and thank you so much, Kevin, for sharing your story. If people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way to get for them to get in contact with you?
Yeah, thank you so much, Juan. Yeah, the best way, guys, is I'll give you my phone number for texting and, of course, website. But the website is MLT Networks, mltnetworks.net, mltnetworks.net. Guys, I'll give you an overview of all the services that you see here as well. My phone number, guy, in fact, I'm going to give you email and phone number. Phone number is 404-401-0233, 404-401-0233. Just text me, say, Kev, I need to talk to you about some planning that I may need, or some ideas that you may have about your business. Keep in mind, everything's confidential too, guys, and we help you out in that area confidentially, and we'll help you out. What we do normally, Juan, is just exploratory, right? Just a quick 15-minute explore what you need, do an assessment, if you will, because sometimes you may not need me, you may need Juan's services, right? So we assess what your needs are, and then we act accordingly. And last but not least, my email address, guys, is menletstalk@gmail.com, menletstalk@gmail.com. That'll get you guys started in that process. Thank you so much, Juan.
Excellent. Thank you so much for being here today. And If you want to be a guest on Winning on Wednesday, simply go to our website, www.winningonwednesday.com, and sign up as a first-time guest, and you'll get all the information. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you so much, Kevin, and we'll see you.
Thank you so much, guys.